Hello everyone! It is Saturday evening and I am back with the start of another Stitchy vlog. Welcome back. Welcome to anyone who is new. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, it is an absolutely beautiful evening. It's been a gorgeous day. We had our annual Rib Fest in our area, which I love going to, but we do takeout Rib Fest. So we get the food that we want. We get the old-fashioned Puppy's soda, which is honestly my favorite part of Rib Fest, and we bring it home. So we've had that. It was very wonderful and enjoyable. It was a perfect day for it. And now I am settled down to do some stitching. And it's honestly a gorgeous night out. And my mom and I are going to do some stitching. So I am going to work on my villains. I said I was going to at the end of my last vlog, and that is what I am going to do. So how about we take a look at where I'm starting? Okay, so I am not going to take it out of the Q-snap. You've seen it quite a few times in my last vlog. If you haven't seen the progress on this one yet, I will most likely link the last vlog up in the top little bit there. I'll try to remember to link it around this time, but it might be a little bit later on in the video if you can't find it. But I am currently starting in on, I had started LeFou. I believe this is LeFou anyways, in my last vlog, and I think I'm going to work on him now. I'm into all the individual characters now. So some of them are pretty tiny, some of them are pretty big. So we'll see how far I get in the next couple weeks. Ideally, I would love to be able to finish this. And I also, someone asked a question in one of the stitching, or in one of the fandom chats, about if you do all the white in between, all those little white bits that I've kind of been avoiding, these little guys in here, the ones I've done every so often. I haven't done too many of them. And if that would count as an additional finish. And since it finishes off the piece, it would. So I would really, really love to see if I can finish off all my characters and those white bits to make it a finish this month. Is that feasible in the next 2 weeks with everything I have going on? I honestly have no idea, but I'm going to give it a best effort. So with that, I should probably stop chatting at you and get to stitching. Good morning, everyone. It is now Sunday, July 21st. I should really check that before I start filming. And I'm back with an update on villains. So I think when I spoke to you last, I was just about to start LeFou, and I have made some significant progress since then. First of all, my current stitchy setup is an absolute disaster going on here. This is very typical for me, however, but what we really want to see is my update. So I have done, as you could see from my little sneaky peek there of my pattern keeper, I have finished a LeFou. First of all, he's done. He is super cute. His smile is kind of creepy. Like, I don't really know what's up with him, but he's finished. I don't think he's my favorite of characters on here, but he's done. I've then finished the second stepsister, who, is it Anastasia? Is it Anastasia and Drusilla? Is that how they go? She's finished. And I am done Lady Tremaine. So Lady Tremaine I just finished just now, and she's kind of an exciting finish for a number of reasons. So first of all, she's another finish done, which is always exciting. Then she also completes the Cinderella villain trio. So we have our evil stepmother and 2 evil stepsisters. So that trio is completed. Then she also completes the top Mickey ear. I don't know if you can quite tell or not, but the way this is going to be is this is sort of the Mickey silhouette of the face. We're missing one little guy over here. Then these 3 are the Mickey ear. So she completes this top section of Mickey ear. So this whole section on this half is done, with the exception of all the little white bits, obviously. But as far as villain goes, she's completed this whole section. And then, if that wasn't enough of sort of satisfying elements to having her done, she has also brought to 0 3 more colors. So 3 more colors are now at 0 and out of my color bag for this one here. So there's still quite a lot of colors in here. Also, I just noticed I have been keeping my blacks and whites separate from the individual ones. So I have them in every one. That one's sneaked in there. But my color bag still has quite a few colors in it. I am a little bit nervous because 353, which is the skin, I still have like 400 stitches left to do of it, and this is all I currently have here. So I am going to need to go on a mission later on to see if we have more, or if I need to go to the store one day this week. But other than that, we are on a roll. So she feels so satisfying just because she's kind of completed all those little sections. And let me pull these off and we'll take a look here at how it's looking so far. So it is really coming together. I am going to start over here. Next, I'm going to work on Shere Khan, who goes here from the Jungle Book. So he's next up on my list. And then from there, I will head over into this corner. So this corner does have... So we have Shere Khan, we're going to have Mother Gothal, we have like a gargoyle guy, and I feel like he's going to take a lot of time. He seems like he's going to have a lot of stitches in him up here. Then we have King Candy and a little green dude. And, oh, a little green dude, and then I think it's Madame Mim from The Sword in the Stone. So still a few characters left. How many does that make? We have Shere Khan, Madame Mim, Mother Gothal, the Gargoyle Gal, King Candy, and the little green one. So 6 left, which I think I should be able to get them all done this week. Definitely, I think, unless something comes up, I should be able to get at least all of them done by the end of the month. And I'm really hoping I can get the whites done as well. That would just be so satisfying. But anyways, I am going to continue on with my stitching. I'm going to touch base with you a little bit later today, both for an update on mine, but also to show you an update on what my mom's been working on over the last couple months. So Shere Khan's not done yet, as you can see, but I have a mini update here because with the white in him, color 3865 is now down to less than 1,000 stitches. So there's 976 stitches still left to go in the 3865. Some of that is still in a couple of the other characters, but no color in this piece now has over 1,000 stitches left in it. So I was pretty excited about that. And the more stitches that get used in white in characters means the less in the little icons and bips and bobs that I'm going to have to do at the end. So that is very exciting. Hello everyone. So I am over here in a different part of my camper because I want to show you what my mom's been working on the last couple months. and I've been kind of waiting because I was hoping the sun would come out and give us a bit of a better, more natural light situation, but I think this might not be too bad with our combination of windows and overhead lights. So that's what we're gonna do. I have an entire pile here. A whole pile of projects that she has finished over the last, I think, since the beginning of June, give or take. So let's just dive right in. Okay. I'm not going to show them in any particular order, just because I think they're not quite in an order here. So I'm just going to give a start. So the first off is from one of the cross-stitching magazines. We didn't have written down which month. I think it's either World of Cross Stitch or Cross Stitcher, though I think probably World of Cross Stitch. It is by Doreen Jones. And it's a little dress on plastic canvas. So that is that there. It's got some beads in here and a lot of backstitch. She worked on this while we were camping the other week. That's the first finish. I then have an entire pile of like Christmas minis that she finished. They are all by, let's see, I have notes over here. They are, so this one here, she finished July 17th, it looks like, and it is called Professional Dress to Impress. There. And then I have Christmas gift tags, which are from the Ultimate Christmas magazine. I think it might have been from 2020 or 2021. And they're by Emma Congdon. They're called Merry and Bright. So there's a whole pile of them. So we have Jingle All the Way. And these she's actually worked on over like the past few months. So they're not from June till now. They were before then. There's another Jingle All the Way. There. Those two are similar, but a little bit different. There. We then have Merry and Bright. Let It Snow. Another Let It Snow. There. I think these two, again, very similar, but just slightly different. And then two, 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. There. And these are on just miscellaneous white 14 count Aida that we had kicking around. So there were, how many there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of those. Then, next up in my pile here is one that she finished July 2nd. It's on a 14 count miscellaneous purple from Charles Craft, I think. It's one that we found kicking around. And it is the Quaker Raccoon by Darling and Whimsy. He's so cute. I love him on this color. He's adorable. All right, next up I have her most recent finish, which she finished on July 21st. So when's that? Today. July 21st. And this is, I have a picture of this one. This is Tiny Modernist. It's one that we got in our like grab bag. Or is it? And I'm not sure if this is one, I think this is one she bought at Stitch North. From Tiny Modernist. I think she bought this one there. And it's Mouse's Strawberry Jam. And it is on 14 count Witch Out in Artichoke. And there it is there with the called for colors. So it's a mixture of DMC and Weeks Dye Works, I believe. So DMC or Weeks Dye Works where we had it, and DMC where we didn't have the Weeks color there. This little cake. And then I have 2 more. So the first one is from the GeckoRouge 2023 Halloween special. We really like the Halloween. I find GeckoRouge, for me personally, is hit and miss whether I love all of their patterns, but I pretty consistently love enough in the Halloween ones that we get the physical magazine. So this one is from 2023, as I said, and it is by, I know we looked it up, Stitchy Fish. And it's on 14 Count Whimsy by Picture This Plus, and it is called Be Afraid. So, oh, sorry, I'm losing my glasses. Be Afraid. So it says, let's come a little closer. You should be afraid if I haven't had my coffee. And it's a zombie hand going out there. So that one will go probably in our coffee caddy area. If we can get it fully finished by Halloween this year. Which, my mom is much better at fully finishing her projects than I am, and she does them more consistently as opposed to waiting and doing a bajillion all at once. So it will most likely get fully finished. But that's that one there. And then last, but certainly not least, is the Woodpecker from Cottage Garden Samplings. It's the same series as it was last year's series, the In the Woods, A Year in the Woods series. I've done the Fox. This one is the Woodpecker. It's on Picture This Plus fabric, and we cannot remember the name of the fabric or find where we have it written down. But that is her Woodpecker. I believe it's on 16 count. And it is gorgeous. So we have, between the two of us, we have 2 of that series finished now. I don't think we're doing all of them. There's a couple we didn't love, but we now have the Woodpecker and the Fox done. So that is, what, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 finishes, I believe, that she's had over the last few months, because the gift tags have been ones that have been a little bit more ongoing. So, but I thought I would update you on that one. She has another one that she's working on right now that is her spooky stitching that she's at the beads for. So she just has beads left. We're a little bit worried that she's gonna run out of beads. So we have probably a 1, 2, 3 stitch order going in later on today or tomorrow for a handful of random things. And so it's now on pause until she sees if she has all the beads that she needs. And if not, we'll be hoping that the beads are in stock so that we can order them, because there isn't anywhere really close to us that sells beads. So they're a non-online order regardless. So anyways, that is my mother's update. You've already seen I've been working away on my villains. And I was thinking of putting them away and working on something else, but I think I'm going to continue on with them. I might go pull out my puzzle later on and spend a little bit of time on that, but for now, I'm kind of enjoying this laid-back Sunday, watching YouTube videos and cross-stitching on villains vibe I have going on. So I'm going to head on over to there, and I will chat with you in a little while. So, in a shocking turn of events that will shock probably no one, Mother Gothal has a lot of hair. Like, so much. And I had thought that I would finish her today and also get to 1,000 stitches today. That was kind of my, hey, look, I could do this thing. However, here she is. Her dress is done. Her hair is done. Her face is not. So the only color I still have to do is the 353 face color. And I think she's going away because part of me wants to finish her and push through. Part of me worries that I've done quite a lot on this already and I'm feeling a bit drained by all that hair. And I don't want to get burnt out on it this close to having it done. So she's going to go away for a little while. I may bring her out later today, but I'm not going to put any pressure. I might just pull out either Tonight We Ride or we call it Sleepy Hollow for spooky stitching because it's a full moon today. And I might do that and just leave her and then pull this out again later this week. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. With how my week is, I don't know if I'll get a ton of stitching in like Monday, Tuesday or not, but so I think it might go away and come back out later on. I still think I'm in a really good place on this one to get it finished, but I won't be if I get burnt out today and don't want to pick it up at all for the next week. So it's going away. I got done 947 stitches today, which honestly is a lot. And I finished, what did I finish? 2.5 characters, I guess, today, which is nothing to sneeze at. So I was being overly ambitious, but that is what we are going to do. I've gotten a number of colors to 0. But yeah, this one probably won't come back out again today. I'm going to take a little break from it. Right now I'm taking a little break from stitching in general. I'm going to go do some chores and stuff, but I will chat with you later on. Everyone. It has been a few days since I've checked in last. I don't remember when I did. It might have early in the week maybe. But I've done a little bit of stitching, not a ton. I mean, the last couple days I have, but before that I hadn't done a ton, and we were busy getting ready to come camping again this week, and I went to a concert Thursday night, which I'm not sure if I'll have put any clips in, but I went to a concert Thursday night, and as you have seen from some of the clips, I'm now up camping again for the weekend, just the weekend this time. But I wanted to check in because I have been working away diligently on my villain Sal, as you have seen, and I have a very exciting update. Well, I am done all of the villains. So all the villains are now completed. I'm trying to remember when you'd seen or when I updated last, but I'm pretty sure you've seen all of these ones for sure. I've done Shere Khan, Mother Gothal, and as I think I mentioned, her hair, I don't know why, it felt like it took absolutely forever. Then we have our gargoyle friend here, King Candy and his companion, I believe this is his companion, his sidekick, Sour Bill, and then Madam Mim. They are all finished. I've done these 3 the last 2 days, and then I did these 2 earlier in the week, but what you can't tell, and I don't think you can tell at all, but I ran out of my original 353, and the new one that I was using was just enough of a different shade that I started him in the old one and then continued in the new and frogged it out because I didn't like it. It was very obvious. So it's not that obvious that these 2 are different than the rest, but all in one person, it was way, 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 way obvious. So I had to frog out about 130 stitches the other day, which was no fun at all. But they are all completed, and now I just have to do all these white bits in between. So there are, I think, 950, give or take, of the white stitches left in 3865, which isn't necessarily going to be the most fun, but it's little bits, and I think I should be able to finish that before the end of the month. And if I do, I can count that as another finish. So each of the villains counts as a finish for this month, and if I finish all the white, it would count for another finish. So that would this one would get me 25 finishes for this month, plus 1, twice the fun that I finished at the beginning of the month. So that is the goal over the next few days. I'm going to pick at it, do a little bit here and a little bit there in between other things. And I think I'll probably start up here and just work in a section and work my way down and over and up to finish up all that white. So should be totally doable. But for the moment, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this one. And I think I'll play a game for a little bit and then switch to something else. I have about 120 stitches to do on Canoe Friends to finish a prompt. And then after I've done Canoe Friends, I will also, there's the Fandom Stitching Central has Dash Go for the next month and a bit, which I'm doing the bronze level, which is Disney Plus, and my goal is to just for each of the days or the calls, because it's a Dash Go board, like a bingo board. I've put in Girl with Owl, so my goal would be just to get 100 stitches done on that one, either of the 2 days. If I do more, I do more, but just to keep moving on that one. So I'll probably work on that one a little bit, do the other 100, and then I'll start in on this white. So hopefully this will be done by the end of July. That is the goal. So I will keep you updated. Hello, everyone. So I am back. It is Sunday evening, and I'm back from camping. We're just gone for the weekend. We're gone again for a weekend in a couple weeks. But I am cross-stitching up a storm over here. It's been a long day. We've got a lot done, but I'm cross-stitching up a storm. So I'm back with a bit of an update and a bit of a tease. I'm not going to lie. So first off, for the update, which I think you saw already. Yesterday I worked on Canoe Friends, and I have finished up all of this darker purple up in the mountain range. So I think it was over the 120 that I needed, but I figured I'd finish up the rest of the purple there. So that is now done, the purples, which got me all of my monthly prompts done. So I'm very happy about that. Actually, it got me almost all the monthly prompt done because I forgot that I had to add a few stitches on for the one where I had finished twice the fun midway through the prompt. So luckily I looked, I was able to use villains for the rest. It was no problem. So that got done. I then worked on, I don't know where it is. I then worked on Girl with Owl. And I did 300 and something. So I didn't quite get myself to, I think I did about 360, but it was bedtime, so I didn't quite get myself to 400, which would have got me an extra point, but that's okay. So this is where I am at here. Let me, sun shining through back there. Okay. There, I'm working away on, shades of gray over here, but you can notice this is all filled in now. And I've worked in and down here a little bit. So I'm working my way on that one. This one might come out later tonight. If not, it should come out tomorrow so I can get the second Dash Go prompt finished. So in theory, what I quote unquote should do tonight is either pull this one out to sort of switch up my brain or stop cross-stitching altogether. But I am at the point where I have done 509 stitches of white today on villains, which means I have 426 stitches left in the whole piece. So it is 426 stitches in the white, but I'm not really minding the white. And part of me wants to take a break and either stop cross-stitching and play a game or read a book or switch to a different cross-stitch or something. Part of me is at that point where I'm like, oh, I've had enough of this today. But the other part is like, dude, you have 426 stitches left on the project, and then it'll be done. And then I won't have to worry about what happens if I get busy the next couple nights, because I'm so close that I definitely want it finished for another finish by the end of July. So I've taken a bit of a break, took the garbages out, came in to chat with you guys for a bit, that kind of thing. And then we're gonna see. I think I'm gonna continue on for a bit, but we'll see if I get it done tonight or if it becomes a later in the week project. I know that you are all itching to see it, but I kind of feel like having left all the white to the end sort of feels like now I'm going in and adding the magic. And you can't really show it when it's halfway through the magic. So at this point, it is hidden until it's done, and that will either be later on tonight or later this week. You will find out.
Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday morning, and it's a very gray day out there, but I am back with a delayed update of my villain Sal. I was working on it Sunday night and was trying to decide if I was going to push through or put it on hold or what was going to happen, and I did decide to push through, and then by the time I thought about doing a video after, I was already ready for bed. And then I forgot to do one yesterday, but it is finished. I'll show you a closer up in a second, but it's done. All of the little white bits are complete. I did so many stitches on this month. I think I'll try to remember to put the actual total of stitches that I did on this one this month, but I think it had to be something like 6,000 because it's definitely more than 4. I think I had to do 6,000 or 7,000 this month, and but I loved it. So let me pause you for a second and I will show you a close-up the other way. Oh, there it is in all its glory. So it is, oh, I can't decide if I would have preferred to have done the white bits as I went or if I enjoyed doing them at the end. I didn't actually mind doing them at the end as much as I thought. And it kind of helped to see the context of what some of them were. So like, for instance, this one here, I think is supposed to be beer cups, beer mugs for Gaston and LeFou. We have a shoe up here for the glass slipper. A little guy here. I'm not totally sure who he's supposed to be, if he's supposed to be Lucifer the cat or what. We have, I think there's some things for Ursula, but I can't quite figure out what they are. But there's some hearts up in here for the Queen of Hearts. I think this is supposed to be a puppy in here. We have, I think this is fire, like a torch for Shere Khan. We have Pain and Panic up in here by Hades. I think this is probably a hyena. We have the crystal from the Frog Princess. I'm not sure about this. I think one of these is supposed to be a lamp in here. We have a diamond for Medusa, Madame Medusa. We have, what else do we have in here? The flower for Mother Gothal. And I think some candy up in here for King Candy. So lots of really neat little motifs throughout. And I am very happy with this done. I wasn't too sure if I liked the white at one point, but it definitely just fills it in and adds that little bit of magic to it. In retrospect, it might have been nice to make it like sparkly, but oh my goodness, could you imagine 900 stitches and sparkly kind of, and especially with these like one-offs, that would have been an absolute pain. But yeah, I'll do a little bit more of a close-up video of it in a second for you, but it is totally finished. So I do have some updates on Girl with Owl to show you as well, because I've worked on that a little bit more since you saw it last, but I'll show you that in a later video. For now, I just wanted to make sure I got this Villains Sal snuck in here and actually filmed before I forget to film it entirely. Hello, it is Thursday night, though it feels like it's Friday night and tomorrow should be Saturday, but that's another story. Anyways, I am 100% supposed to be in bed right now, but I had to come on to gush because I just finished this. Finally, you were probably wondering what's happened to it. I got stalled somewhere in the middle, but I read through the last, probably almost 200 pages tonight, probably. And I loved it. I honestly loved it so much. So I don't remember if I mentioned before, but it is definitely another, a sequel series to the Shades of Magic series, which I think was a trilogy by B.E. Schwab that has been out for quite a while and was kind of finished, but the author left a door open and she's come back to the world, and I loved it. I really liked and loved the first series, but I think I liked this one even more. Honestly, I loved the characters. I love Delilah Bard, who was my favorite from before. I still liked her, but I fell in love with one of the new characters as well, Tess. She's so good. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It is, if you're not familiar with it, it's a fantasy series set in a world where there are multiple worlds that all have a London in them, essentially, all with varying levels of magic that can be used by different people, ranging from Grey London, which is essentially the London in our world, all the way up to red, white, and black London, which I won't spoil anything because talking too much about the worlds will spoil it. But it's a great fantasy series. I really enjoy it, and I love so far with this first book. I want to go back and read the original series, but I definitely liked this one even more. I will say you definitely have to read, if you haven't read it, you have to read the first series first. You will not understand anything that happens in this one if you don't read the first one series first. But definitely worth it. This is a beast of a book. It's like 640 pages, but it was good. It was very good. So anyways, I just wanted to come in and give you that update on the book. I will let you know what I decide to read next. I also actually started listening to Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell today. It's like a 30-hour audiobook, and I only have it for like a skip the line loan for like 6 days left. So it's probably not getting done anytime soon, but I did start reading that and I'm really enjoying it. But I have a couple other books from the library in hard copy form that I will be picking one to read probably starting tomorrow. So I will probably be back tomorrow to give you a cross-stitch update and to maybe chat with you a little bit about the games I've been playing because I've been doing a lot of games lately. But yeah, I wanted to come on and just give you my reading update. So now I need to go to bed.
Hello, everyone. It is Friday night, and I'm not sure if I'm quite done stitching for the night. I'm going to do a few more stitches, but I am almost done. I really didn't get a lot done tonight because I will confess I updated my Sims game and all my mods and downloaded some new mods, and so I'm kind of on a Sims kick right now, just to go in with the rest of my gaming kick, which means I haven't done a ton of stitching, but I did pull this out. I did decide to get some stitching done, and I have done so far tonight 184 stitches. I want to get to at least 200 for Dash Go so that I can count a rounded number of points, but I have finished up another color in here, another gray. There's still like 10 stitches left of the, oh, the focusing, my goodness. 10 stitches left of the gray that I just worked on, but they're like 1 and 2 and 3 here and there and everywhere. So on pause for now, but I'm moving to yet another gray. So I think that's, I don't know, how many have I done so far? 2 or 3 for sure in this little section here. So I'm moving on to the next one. And I will give you an update probably in the next couple days. I was hoping the goal was to be at 3,000 stitches by today. I'm only at 2,816, but I think that's pretty close. It's a long weekend for me up here. So I think I should be able to catch up. No problem. So I'm going to stitch for a few more minutes to get up to 200, and then I'm probably going to play a game for a little while. I have a donut game called Freshly Frosted, maybe? Something like that I've been playing at bedtime. It's a puzzle game, so I'll probably play that one for a little bit, but this is where we're at. Hello. It is Sunday afternoon, or I guess almost Sunday evening at this point. And I am dog sitting this week, so I am taking the dog out for a walk. You've seen her already in an earlier clip. And I am going to wrap up this vlog. I actually don't normally continue on a Sunday. I try to wrap it up on a Saturday if it's the end, but you know, sometimes things switch it up. So I figured since I was out on a walk, I would wrap up. I have done a little bit more on Girl with Owl today. I also, you'll have seen some clips from Heritage Village, not far from me, was doing a fairies forest event. So they had little fairy homes and miniatures all around the village, and the village was open, so a lot of the buildings were. So it was really fun. Got really hot by the end. The humidity really picked up and the sun came out, but I had a lot of fun with that. So I've included some clips from that, some clips of the fairy village. So you'll have most likely already seen that, but I thought that that was a good place to wrap it up. So I am going to continue with Girl with Owl, I think, tonight. It is also new moon, new start. So I have a new start that I'm going to do, but I decided I'm going to keep that for the start of my next vlog, which, you know, will be when I get back to back home from the walk. But yeah, so I'm going to start the next vlog with that. So for me, that'll be a few minutes. For you, that'll be a little bit longer. So thank you so much for watching. And I will say goodbye to you for now. And I will see you in the start of my next vlog.